Well, I think we're just gonna try and get right into this. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenny and today's a very exciting day because I get to update you on my third trimester. This is my first pregnancy. Everything's been going really well aside from one little thing, and we will get into that in just a little bit. Thank you for your time. Thank you for showing up and being a part of this journey with me. If you haven't already, I would like to invite you to subscribe, and if you really like this type of content, please like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have a comment, go ahead and comment it down below. Would love to chat with you and get to know you more. Without further ado though, let's go ahead and get into the rest of the third trimester update. Notes, because baby brain is a real thing. If I don't write it down, it doesn't exist. Once I hit my third trimester, time to start looking into a pediatrician for little babe. I did in fact find one. It's actually in the same building as my OB, which is great, and my primary care. Contacted them and they did say we cannot sign up until babe is actually external from my body. You have to wait until after birth so that we can go ahead and do those first initial visits with the pediatrician. Highly recommend having that sorted out in advance, just in case there is, you know, a pediatrician you're looking into or some other kind of care for your babe and you are looking to get a specific person. You might want to be on a waiting list if they have one of those. I also went ahead and did my breast pump order. I believe I've mentioned this in other videos. Here in the US, a lot of times if you have health insurance, your health insurance will cover your breast pump, and mine actually covered a portion of my breast pump because I went for an upgraded version. This guy, I actually haven't opened him. I haven't opened it up yet. Regular version is more pink and it plugs in, versus this one charges up and it can be then portable. I still have the seal on it, and this is one of the things with nesting that I haven't done yet, which I probably should do, is get this guy out, charge him, make sure everything works, and sanitize all the parts and pieces that need to be sanitized prior to then pumping. I am trying to breastfeed as soon as babe arrives. I would really like that to be our primary way of getting nutrition to babe, but if I need to, slash most of the time you do need to, I will go ahead and do so, and this is the pump that I have. We had our baby shower in our third trimester. It was so much fun. I did not film anything of it. I really wanted to be in the moment and really absorbing every single moment that I could. We did our gender reveal at that baby shower as well. If I'm feeling up to it, I'll go ahead and include that footage here.
2, 1. Pull your strings.
And we have a baby girl. This is it, folks. You now know the big secret. We have a baby girl on the way. We are ecstatic to have her. The baby shower was just so much fun to celebrate that and have that reveal with all of our friends and family. We did a co-ed baby shower. It was just a lot of fun. We had a variety of games. We had lots of food. There was just, it was so much fun. So much fun. I will say thank you so much to all the people that came, and thank you so much for participating in the diaper raffle. I think that was one of the most successful diaper raffles I have ever seen. They provided a variety of diapers. I didn't just get newborn or just size 1. I got even up to size 4. So whoever was the genius that gave me, you know, 2s, 3s, and 4s, thank you so much. We do feel pretty stocked up on at least a few of the sizes, just in case we need to jump sizes. We have that back stock ready to go. We also have a variety of brands because we don't know what type of brand is going to work best for us and work best for our babe. We are trying to go with, you know, as sustainable as possible, but if you know what, we have to go with a different brand just to make ends meet, we will. So we will do what we're gonna do to make this best for our family. You do you, I'll do me. Oh, I was supposed to be working on my postpartum. I have a caddy here that I'm going to be putting all of my postpartum stuff in, and I'm supposed to be working on this while I'm talking to you. Let's see if I can't get to that this time. In the third trimester, babe does grow the most. I've definitely been feeling that. I feel like every single day she's getting bigger and bigger. Don't know if that's necessarily the most comfortable thing in the world, but it's really, really healthy for her to be continuously growing, and I can feel the big difference. I've been fairly compact throughout my pregnancy. That's been great until, you know, you start to have slight concerns on, is my baby actually growing? She is. She's doing great. We had a second ultrasound, I believe in my second trimester, towards the end of the second trimester, and that confirmed that she was growing, and she was in the 40th percentile as far as weight or size was concerned. So she was growing, and so there are no concerns there. I just apparently hold very compact. My 37th week. This is the first day of my 37th week, so you'll get to see that bump shot with that in mind. Yeah, still fairly compact, but I'm okay with it. It's been easier to get around, but I will say it hasn't been quite as easy as it has been. Feeling more tired really set in about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Not the kind of tired that you feel in the first trimester. It's a different kind of tired. That one I definitely took like active naps during the weekend. This is one where I just feel like I just need to sit down and just stare at a wall kind of tired. It's not that I'm actively wanting to sleep more. I will say sleep has still been not something that I get to experience very regularly. Getting up to go to the bathroom quite a bit. I have to shift myself a little bit because, you know, laying on one hip gets uncomfortable, but I digress. So I have been getting a little bit more tired throughout this third trimester. Was feeling so good and everything was going so well that I didn't think that it would really hit me, but it did, and it's okay. You know, I'm growing another human inside my body, and if I get a little tired, I get a little tired. It was about the baby shower that the day before I was up and setting up, and I was up and down, moving around. The baby shower happened, and then the day after I was a little bit tired, and then ever since then I just haven't been as inspired to get things done, which is also why you see a lag in the number of videos that have been going up, because my videos that I've had planned have been the DIY dresser, which we are actually finished with as of today. I just now finished the dresser, which it should not have taken me that long, but I kept coming up with excuses like, oh, I can't paint because it's cold outside. Anyways, not had everything I needed to show you the full nursery reveal. So those are my top 2 next home-ish, DIY-ish videos coming to you, and they've just taken a lot of time to get there. It's okay if those things don't get done in a timely fashion. Something weird as far as my body's concerned is like body acne. Not so much on my face necessarily, but like getting body acne in other places that I'm not used to having it. Like I've had some on my legs. I've had some just like on like my belly, which might be more from like the belly butter I've been using and my body not being used to that. But body acne has been a thing, which is not the most fun, but it's, you know, livable. Lower back pain has also been real. About every single night I have Eric massaging my lower back. It's more so just because, again, I don't do a very good job of taking it easy. I think I overwork my lower back by the end of the day of just like bending down, taking care of the dogs, those kinds of things. You know, it's not so much pain where I can't walk or anything, but it's definitely the area where I'm wanting attention. Some people want, you know, their feet rubbed or things like that, and me, it's my lower back and like pelvic region. And so he's been being a real sport and taking care of me in that sense. Last night he was saying as he was like rubbing my back that I fell asleep within like a minute. So whatever he's been doing, it's working, and to relieve that little bit of unwanted pain or unwanted pressure is been feeling very nice. The nesting urges, yes, nesting urges are real, folks. It's pretty phenomenal how much the nesting urges just like kick in and take over, because, well, it's mixed in with spring cleaning as well. So it's springtime, it's April right now, and so my house also wants to be cleaned. I want my house to be cleaned, and I want to get rid of things, but then I also want to unpack and bring in more things for babes. So we've started the nesting with washed all the clothing that we've received, swaddles, burp cloths, sheets. So just like anything that's like fabric. So that was really important because I really wanted to get all of that stuff set up and cleaned and ready to go, so that if I needed to, you know, pop her into an outfit, I didn't have to go, oh, is this clean? Has this been washed yet? Those kinds of things. And even though the dresser hasn't been finished, luckily we finished the closet so that the closet space I'm able to actually fill up. So we've got newborn stuff up here, as well as bibs and some socks. Then I've got things, everything from like 0 to 3, 3 to 6, I think this might be even 6 to 12 in here. This is all swaddles and burp cloths. It's been a lot of those kinds of things as far as nesting. And then of course, like what I'm doing right now, which is packing the caddies. So I'm trying to get a diaper caddy set up right now, as well as my postpartum. Speaking of postpartum, here's the one thing that isn't going well, and everything else I would say has been great. We've had a great pregnancy. I haven't been totally out of control with hormones, haven't had any crazy cravings or anything like that. The thing that is hanging out right now, which is not necessarily a problem, it's just not what I would consider ideal, is that baby girl is hanging out breech. And what breech means is that she's hanging out with her bum down, her feet down, and her head is still up in my ribs. Since we are now in our, I believe I said, our 37th week, we did have to schedule a C-section. There's nothing wrong with a C-section. It's just not what I originally had in mind for myself and for how babe was going to come into the world. So they do schedule a C-section for before your 39th or during your 39th week, so that you have less of a chance of going into labor while breech and then doing an emergency C-section. So they are having the baby come a little bit sooner, just so that they can try and prevent the labor piece of it and rushing you into an emergency C-section while your babe is breech. They don't deliver breech babies where I'm at in Northern California, so then we are doing a C-section. Of course, if she flips around, which I'm actively doing exercises and different things, playing classical music, down in the lower area in hopes that she drops her head down and listens to the music. There's a couple websites I've had people send me about how to turn your baby, spin your baby, but so far she has not flipped to my knowledge. I've been on weekly OB appointments to keep checking this, so that if we do know that she's flipped, we can cancel the appointment. But until then, that is the current plan. So even though I'm setting up this postpartum kit, I'm not quite sure how much of this postpartum kit will actually get to be used when, we're not doing a vaginal delivery. I mean, I'm sure a lot of it will, but at the same time, like, I don't know. I just don't know. I know nothing. So I will find out more and let you know about, the differences as far as healing of a VBAC, a vaginal birth, versus C-section, cesarean section. I probably need to look into like a chiropractor or something like that, or some kind of body alignment professional after having the babe. And so that's something I will be looking into. I wanted to look into it sooner. I never got around to it, and I think that may have helped with some of my lower back pain, just being in better alignment, and maybe it would have helped with babe not being breech had everything been in better alignment. I don't know. I am not a doctor. I don't know any of these things for certain. I'm just thinking of, what ifs and hypotheticals in the back of my mind and how I could have done things differently. Just to try and not be where we are right now. But we are where we are. We are healthy. Babe is healthy. And we're gonna have a babe in a couple weeks. So that's all really exciting. First babe might be coming into the world via cesarean section. This is also the beginning of my last week of work. So 37 weeks in, and I'm finally going to be then on maternity leave. Went ahead and made the call to stop work. My original plan was to continue working until I went into active labor. I get to work from home, so not far from my hospital that I will be delivering at or anything along those lines. I've been very, very blessed to have all of this at home. I decided, it's probably time to go ahead and call it. There's some last minute things that need to get done around here, like these kinds of things. So it will just be very, very good to actually get all of this stuff done. And I need time to do that. And I think I'm finally giving myself that time and that grace to do it. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure I had this third trimester update for you. I didn't get a lot done while I was chatting with you, because I do like making sure I'm paying attention to you at the same time. Apparently I can't multitask as well as I thought. There's still a lot of stuff left to do in this third trimester. Just a lot of other things that just need to be cleaned and sanitized before she gets here, so that the house is ready to go and I'm not feeling like I have to scramble. If I have to scramble and it doesn't all get done, that's okay. So give yourself grace if you don't have it all done before your babe gets here. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. And as long as you, I believe, have to have like a car seat to go home from the hospital, and we finally got the car seat installed, I would say that you probably are in a good spot. I don't think they'll let you leave the hospital in a car without a car seat. So the stroller that we have right now is also our car seat, so that's the Duna, and we're really excited about that. That's all for now. Again, I invite you to subscribe if you haven't already. Click that bell notification to be notified of any new uploads. Like the video if you like this type of family content. There'll be more coming to you because that's the season of life that I'm currently in. However, I do really enjoy doing the DIY and home projects, and that's truly what I want more of this channel to focus on. So family, lifestyle, DIY, all of that. And then of course I sprinkle in a little bit of yoga every once in a while because I can't help myself. But that is what we're doing. I'd love for you to stick around, and until next time, thank you so much and be well, my friends. Bye.